So, I recently had to deal with something no parent should ever have to say out loud. 3 HOA enforcers showed up on my doorstep to take my son away. And the reason? A violation of HOA custody compliance. Our neighbor grinned like she just saved my son's life. Funny thing is, the only thing that got taken away was them in an ambulance. Let me start from the beginning. I hadn't even finished pouring my coffee when the knock came. 3 loud, flat-palmed hits. Not the kind of knock you answer barefoot. 3 men in matte black tactical vests, reinforced boots, knockoff comms, and sunglasses like they thought they were starring in a TV drama. The lead guy with buzzed hair and the smug confidence of someone who practiced arrest poses in the mirror looked at me like he expected me to salute. "Mr. Stratton," he said, scanning a clipboard. "We're here for a scheduled compliance review under HOA custody ordinance." I blinked. Not a prank. Not a skit. The 2 behind him stood like bouncers. One stocky with arms crossed, the other young and jittery, clearly in over his head. They weren't bluffing. They were rehearsing. "We've received a behavioral concern about minor 714, A under your care," Buzzcut continued, not looking at me but at the hallway past me toward Jason's room. I stepped outside and shut the door behind me. "You just said a lot of words," I told him. None of them made any legal sense. Under Article 4.7c, the HOA retains the right to conduct minor safety compliance evaluations if a resident has been flagged as high risk. "Jason's not a filing cabinet," I said. "And he's sure as hell not your test subject." "Non-cooperation will be logged," he said flatly. Across the street, Karen stood smiling near her flower bed. She mouthed, "It's for the best." I wanted to break something. "We can escalate this through proper channels," said the young one. Our recommendation was to start with a non-invasive approach. "This is non-invasive?" 3 guys in tactical vests at sunrise on a vet's porch. Buzzcut didn't blink. "Are you refusing inspection?" "I'm refusing to let you treat my son like contraband." He opened his mouth, paused, noticing my stance, feet planted, hands loose, head tilted. One wrong move and this ended badly for them. He stepped back. "We'll report non-cooperation and initiate phase 2. Thank you for your time." They turned, walked back to their black SUV unmarked. Tinted windows, no front plate. My stomach twisted. They weren't done. Behind me, Jason stood at the stairs, barefoot, pajama-clad, silent. He saw everything. "You okay?" He nodded. Just nodded. I saw the paper they dropped. Folded neatly. Jason's name, a date, and 2 words stamped in red, Phase 2 approved. The 4th citation came duct-taped to our door. Jason found it first. He just stared at it until I peeled it off. Violation, visual disruption. Front yard neglect. The crime? His bike, left on the lawn for 2 hours after school. $75 fine. Below, in faint gray ink. Persistent visual disruption may trigger compliance monitoring per Article 4.7c. I folded the notice, placed it on the counter, and made coffee with fingers that trembled. At breakfast, Jason picked at his cereal. Sarah stared at the wall. No one spoke. "You want me to take you in today?" I asked. Jason didn't look up. I didn't do anything. He wasn't scared of getting in trouble. He was scared they might be right. Nate walked in 5 minutes later with 2 Red Bulls and a flash drive. "Okay, I did something," he said. "Technically legal, morally shady, but necessary." He spun his laptop around. A folder labeled Project of Willow Glen. Inside, timestamps, photos, reports. 32 families. Everyone flagged. Everyone with a child, a single parent, a vet. And at the top, us. Jason's profile tagged 714A. Stability monitoring required. Mine? Stratton, John. Unstable. Volatility risk. Prior combat. Resistance to mediation. Surveillance authorized. Photos. Jason leaving school. Me in the driveway. Jason in our backyard, outlined in red. Sarah leaned in, jaw tight. Jason pointed. "They think I'm not safe here." Then he said the part that broke me. "They think I'm not safe because of you." Sarah looked at me. Not accusing. Searching. "They're building cases before removals," Nate said. "Karen's feeding them." I stood. "I'm going over there." Sarah grabbed my wrist. "Don't." "Not yet. This ends today." "Jason, I want to come." "No." Stay here. Outside, Karen pruned roses. Bluetooth in one ear, lemonade in hand. John, she chirped. Did you see the newsletter? Pickleball's back. You're flagging my son and surveilling my house. I don't flag. I just observe. It's my duty. Unsafe conditions and all. You mean kids with veteran parents? She sipped. You'd be amazed how often that overlaps. I stepped closer. You think you're protecting the neighborhood. You're just abusing a system no one's watching. I'm watching. That's the point. She handed me an envelope. No return address. Safe start. Family Oversight Division. Came to my house by mistake, she said. I didn't take it. She leaned in. Take a break, John. You're spiraling. Jason doesn't need chaos. It was a bomb. Delivered like a casserole. Jason was gone. His bed empty. Back door cracked. Phone left behind. On the kitchen counter, one text. Meet me. It's urgent. Lex. Then I heard a scream. SUV. Two men dragging Jason. One on lookout. No clipboard. Tactical gear. I didn't shout. I stalked. Quiet and fast. The lookout turned. One punch. Down. The tall one turned. I slammed him into the SUV. Metal groaned. Jason kicked one in the shin. I dropped to a knee, hooked a leg, twisted. Pop. Screaming. Jason pulled free. I pinned the tall one. Who sent you? He looked at the dash. Tablet blinking red. 714A. Asset transfer in progress. Sirens. Lights. Neighbors waking. Karen already filming. Cops pulled up. Step away. They tried to abduct my son. An officer returned from the SUV. Pale. There's a manifest. GPS routes. Safe start stamps. Karen stepped forward. You always make things worse, John. This could have been peaceful. You ordered this? I recommended escalation. They acted independently. Jason snapped. You think he's the problem? You don't know what he's done to keep me safe. Karen to the cops. Emotional volatility. Sudden aggression. Jason, she sent people to take me. You saw it. They arrested the men. Karen turned. You're not well, John. That's what worries me most. Later that night, I found Jason behind the school. Sitting in the batting cage. I didn't run. Just needed quiet. Not from them. From you. I get it. You taught me to fight. Then told me to run. Which is it? I couldn't answer. Back at Nate's, I saw my file. Flagged for aggression. A quote from a therapy session. Some nights I feel more dangerous to myself than anyone else. They used my worst moment against me. We planned the breach. The core. A subterranean node under a disaster response building in Phoenix. Real. Guarded. Nate hacked in. We uploaded everything. Safe start files, HOA emails, Karen's audio, Jason's blueprint profile. Explosives went off just after we escaped. The leak went viral. Parents screamed. Journalists cried on air. Karen became a meme. Jason watched it once. Then again. He asked, do you think I'll ever be normal? Do you want to be? He thought about it. No. I want to be ready. They trained me for war. They never expected me to come home angry. This time, they picked the wrong neighborhood.